You've probably seen them, right? Those faceless finance videos that are just absolutely exploding on YouTube. And look, I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick theory. I'm talking about a real, proven, AI-powered formula that is completely changing the game for how this kind of content gets made. So let's just dive in and break down exactly how it works.
So, let me ask you this. Does an $8,000 a month YouTube channel made without ever showing a face, without recording a voice, and with basically zero editing skills, does that sound a little too good to be true? Yeah, I thought so too. That is until I stumbled across a channel that proves it's not just possible, it is happening right now.
Just look at these numbers. This channel is only 4 months old. In that tiny amount of time, with just 31 videos, it's already pulled in over 71,000 subscribers, hit 3 million views, and is banking over $8,000 a month. But here's the insane part. Every single video takes less than 20 minutes to create.
So the big question is, how? How is that even possible? Well, the answer is a really simple step-by-step workflow that uses only free AI tools. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to walk you through that exact formula from building the channel's foundation all the way to that final optimized upload.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into the opportunity, which we're calling the AI gold mine. Then we'll set up the entire brand automatically. After that, we dive into the heart of it, the AI content engine. And finally, we'll cover how to launch your video for maximum success. So the secret sauce here is really understanding why this works so well. It all comes down to a powerful combination, a high RPM finance niche, that just means advertisers pay way more per view, and specifically targeting a USA-based audience. When you get that combo right, you unlock some seriously massive earning potential.
Okay, on to the first practical part, setting up your brand. Now, normally, this is the stuff that takes hours, right? Brainstorming, designing. But with a few simple AI prompts, you can build your entire channel identity, I'm talking logo, banner, description, everything, in just a couple of minutes.
The whole process really just boils down to these 5 core steps. And the best part? Every single one of them can be completely automated using a tool like ChatGPT. This means you can have a professional-looking, fully optimized channel ready to roll unbelievably fast. I mean, how efficient is that?
So for example, coming up with a channel name is as simple as feeding ChatGPT a prompt just like this one. And boom, it instantly spits out high authority, memorable, and SEO-friendly options that are perfectly aligned with that finance and inspiration niche. No more staring at a blank page for hours.
Now, the channel description, it's so much more than just a block of text. A really well-structured AI-generated description does 3 critical things for the YouTube algorithm. It tells YouTube who the channel is for, what problem it solves for them, and why it's super relevant right now. This helps YouTube figure out your niche way faster, which boosts your discoverability from day one.
And that brings us to a step that so many people get wrong, channel tags. These are not just random keywords you throw in there. They have to define who your audience is, what the channel is about, and they need to support your very first video. Get this right, and discovery becomes so much easier for a brand new channel.
Okay, so the brand foundation is set. Now let's get to the real magic, the engine room of this whole operation. The AI content engine. This is the workflow for creating those viral-ready videos from a blank slate, entirely with artificial intelligence.
We can really break the entire video creation process down into these 4 simple, manageable steps. From generating that first idea all the way to the final polished video, each step is powered by a specific AI tool that does all the heavy lifting for you.
And here they are, the exact tools for the job. For your script, you're using ChatGPT. The voiceover, that comes from 11 Labs. The still images are generated in Gemini. And then those images get animated into video clips using a tool called Grok. And again, the key here is that all of these have free options to get you started.
So the most important thing for the script is its structure. Using a prompt like this in ChatGPT doesn't just give you a bunch of words. It gives you a framework that's actually designed to maximize watch time. It makes sure you have a strong hook to grab attention and what's called a mid-video retention spike to keep people engaged right through to the end.
All right, now for the visuals. This is the golden rule. You have to create a consistent main character that shows up in all of your videos. This is absolutely key for brand recognition. You can create this character with a detailed prompt in Gemini and then just use that same character over and over again.
The visual workflow is a really simple 2-step process. First, you generate a high-quality still image of your character in whatever scene you need using Gemini. Then you take that image over to a tool like Grok, upload it, and use another prompt to animate it into a short little video clip. And you just repeat that for every scene in your video.
Once you have all your clips, the final edit is what adds that professional polish. The key is to remove any silent gaps in the voiceover, sync your visuals up perfectly, use simple but effective transitions, and add some matching sound effects. Trust me, these small details make a massive difference in how good the final video feels.
Okay, so you've created this awesome AI-powered video, but the job is not done yet. This final stage, launching for success, is all about optimizing your upload to give it the absolute best possible chance of going viral. And just like everything else we've talked about, AI can handle this entire checklist for you. From the thumbnail concept that actually gets the click, to the SEO-optimized title, description, and tags that help the algorithm find your audience. Yep, there's a prompt for everything.
And this is a perfect example of how powerful a good prompt can be. For your thumbnail, you can ask for a concept that tells a little mini story. This 3-panel structure, problem, confusion, solution, is incredibly effective, especially on mobile, because it communicates the video's value in a split second and makes people curious. Here are 2 final pro tips that are super easy to miss but can have a real impact. First, name your actual video file and your thumbnail file the exact same as your final video title. Believe it or not, YouTube reads this data. Second, don't just upload whenever. Posting at the best time for your target audience is critical for getting that initial traction. And for a USA-based finance channel, that sweet spot has been figured out. You want to upload on a Sunday or Monday evening between 8:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That puts your video right in front of your target audience during their peak online hours. So there you have it. We've just walked through an entire A to Z formula for creating a potentially viral, profitable YouTube channel. And we did it using nothing but free AI tools. This is the blueprint for one creator's success. But it leaves us with a much bigger question. What happens to the world of content when absolutely everyone has the power to build their very own automated content factory?